Today's episode of GPE is brought to you by Spedicue Productions in association with Still Toking Productions and the Dorkening Podcast Network.
A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I send a letter to my mommy on the way. I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was trucking on down the avenue with not a single thing to do. She went pecking all around when she spied it on the ground.
This is Geoffrey Mark Plays Ella. I'm Geoffrey Mark. Ella, the first lady of song, the greatest singer in history, Miss Ella Fitzgerald. And every time you join us, we're going to be playing Ella's music on a theme. And I, who have written 2 books about Ella and worked with Ella later in her career, are going to tell you all kinds of wonderful backstage, behind-the-scenes stuff about how the music was made, why it's important to music history, and hopefully bring you in to enjoy Ella on a brand new look.
Could see. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That itty bitty basket was a joy of mine. Basket, lost my yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket? Make me happy again. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, just a little yellow basket. A little yellow basket.
Hello, cats and kittens, and welcome to yet another edition of GPE. Geoffrey Mark Plays Ella. Hey, I'm excited about this show because we're going to take a look at a concert that fits right in the middle of transition in Ella's musical life. We are coming out of the earlier part of her career, the Decca years, the first 20, the Verve years, the next 10. Decca and Verve are her record labels. And now we're in an in-between period here. Ella is still singing magnificently, just a little twinge of change in her voice. What is changing are her musicians and the kinds of songs she's singing. Some are still what we've heard before, and some are new sounds, what you would call the now sounds of today, trying to get young people to really enjoy her. So we're going to take a look at Ella in concert in Montreux, Switzerland in 1969. Montreux was indeed a stopping point for Ella for many years. In fact, there are 3 more recorded and released concerts of Ella at Montreux all through the 1970s. This one from 1969 was held back. It was not released contemporarily because there wasn't a record label upon which to release it. Ella was recording for Reprise Records at this moment, but they did not want a live album from her. So Norman Granz, her manager, recorded this, hoping that someday he could release it. And many, many, many moons later, this got released. In fact, after both Ella and Norman had passed away. So we've got what was then the Tommy Flanagan Trio, but with different players than we've heard from before. Ed Thigpen is on drums, very handsome man. Frank De La Rosa was her bass player. Ella had a mixed race trio, which was back then a big deal. Hopefully today it's not at all. These are the guys backing her up. She's also performing in the 3/4. What does that mean, Geoffrey Mark? Well, there's a stage and an audience. That's a regular stage or a nightclub stage. Or there's in the round where you're completely surrounded by people. Here she is surrounded on 3 sides completely. It's almost like being in the round. This was recorded for television, this concert, as well as belatedly released on CD. Let's get into it. The first song is one of my favorites that she did. We're going to be doing a little ways out, or perhaps it was a little ways before, depending on how you are watching our shows. Opening song. This was one of her go-to opening songs. Blue Levy was the arranger for this because he was her musical director when she first started singing it. I love what she does with it. I love the song. Let's take a listen. Give Me the Simple Life. Ben, let's go. That's Ed Diction on drums. There's Frank Belarus on bass. Is my friend Tommy Flanagan. Here's Ella.
Those things roll off my knife. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide. A home that's full of joy and laughter and the ones you loved inside. Some like the high road, I'll take the low road, free from the grief and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yes, indeedy, give me the simple life. I never was cut out to step and strut out. Give me the simple life. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide. A home that's full of joy and laughter, the one you loved inside. Some like the high road, I'll take the low road, free from the grief and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yes indeed, give me
You see why it's a great opening song? Ella started singing this in the very early 1960s, and she sang it for the rest of her career. Same arrangement, but what she did with it vocally was always different. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we have one show just about opening songs. But there were certain songs Ella leaned on. She knew whether she felt well or not, whether it was raining out or not, whether the acoustics were good, or what her energy level was like. She could win with these songs. That's why she opened with them. And Give Me the Simple Life sure was a winner. Around this time, in the late 1960s, Ella was including in her concerts this next song. It was a Jerome Kern song written for a Fred Astaire Ginger Rogers movie. She had recorded it on one of her albums with Nelson Riddle in the early 60s. And for whatever reason, she decided now was a good time to be singing it a lot. Ella changed it only a hair because she would end it a little bit differently. The original Nelson Riddle arrangement had her finishing it, I won't dance. Sometimes she would sing, I won't dance, and hold this load out. So it was always a little bit different. I have to assume she chose this because she just really enjoyed singing it. So let's enjoy listening to Ella Fitzgerald singing, I Won't Dance. Go ahead.
I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, mister, with you. My heart won't let my feet do things they should do. You know what? You're handsome, and so what? You're handsome, but oh, what you do to me. I'm like an ocean wave that's bumped on the shore. I feel so absolutely stumped on the floor. When you dance, you're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do the continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. For heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Why should I won't dance. How could I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that music leads the way to romance. So if I hold you in my arms, I won't dance. When you dance, you're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do the continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. For heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Why should I won't dance. How could I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that the music leads the way to romance. So if I hold you in my arms, I won't dance. I won't dance. I won't dance.
It tickles me. I don't know why it does. It just tickles me. There are some songs, maybe you guys feel the same way. There are some songs that Ella sings, I just feel happy. As much as when I'm sad, I will listen to Ella singing a sad song or the blues. But when I'm feeling happy, like today, I'm feeling like really happy today, I'll put on Ella and put on one of these up-tempo things, and I'm just so filled with joy. I think it's one of the reasons why we're still talking about her and still listening to her. The joy that Ella's music brings us is amazing. We're going to go now to a song. We've talked about this before. One of those things that Ella recorded and recorded and recorded and recorded over and over and over again. She recorded it for Decca. She recorded it for Verve. Then she recorded it again live with a different arrangement. And now here's yet another arrangement. Ella was very creative in her singing. I think maybe that's the definition of a jazz singer. You don't do exactly the same thing every time. And with that old black magic, someone came up with the idea, let's change the arrangement again so that neither you nor the audience gets bored with it. This arrangement was by T. Carson. T. Carson, I have to be honest with you, not my favorite musician ever that Ella would work with. He was her musical director for about 10 months in between the end of her working with the Duke Ellington Orchestra, where Jimmy Jones was her musical director, and Tommy Flanagan coming back into her life and staying with her for another 11 years. T's arrangements are a little too loose for me. His piano playing behind her didn't give her, I felt, the grace notes and chords she needed to be at her best. But this is something T arranged for her. Almost all of Ella's musical directors wrote arrangements for her on the road, apart and aside from the great arrangers like Nelson Riddle and Marty Page and the other folks who wrote for her. So this is T. Carson's version of That Old Black Magic. Let's try to enjoy it. Go ahead.
Thank you. That old black magic's got me in its spell, yeah. That old black magic that you weave so well. The icy fingers up and down my spine. The same old tingle when your eyes meet mine. The same old tingle that I feel inside. And when that elevator starts to drive down and down and down and down, I go round and round and round. I go in the spin. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm a flame, flame with such burning desire that only your kiss can put out the fire. You're the lover I have waited for, the mate that fate had me created for, and every time your lips meet mine, down and down and down and down I go, round and round and round I go in the spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. I'm under the black magic called love. Should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm a flame with such a burning desire that only your king put out fire. You're the lover, you're the lover, you're the lover, you're the lover, you're the lover I've waited for, mate. That fate had me created for, and every time your lips meet mine, down and down and down and down I go, round and round and round I go in the spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. I'm under the magic called love. I'm in the spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. I'm under the black magic called love. I'm in a spin. I'm loving the spin I'm in. Under the black magic called love. Got me spinning, spinning, spinning around like an elevator going down in this magic. Black magic. Go, 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 go.
One of the hallmarks of Ella's live performing right at this moment in time, maybe you noticed it. She's singing faster. Her tempi are faster. Her vocalizing. For someone who was always kind of this little girl sound, all of a sudden she was like screaming. Part of it was Ella loved Aretha Franklin. And literally, Aretha influenced how Ella was singing some of her music. Ella, if you remember, this is 1969. The people, the young people, Janis Joplin, folks like that, that kind of screaming rock sound, Ella wanted to have young people listen to her. She wanted not just that they would buy her records, but that she wanted them to really enjoy her. And since she had started as a teenager appealing to young people, she was in her day the young pop sound. As she got older, as the 30s turned to the 40s and the 50s and 60s and 70s, she tried to bring into her concert work some of the music she thought young people really enjoyed. And she also began to change some of her songs that she had been doing for a long time to reflect it. And then I can tell you by the early mid 70s, all of that was gone. She was no longer trying to pander. She was leaning more and more on things she'd already recorded. The screaming was still there, but it wasn't screaming. It was belting. There's a difference. As Ella's voice changed as she got older, to hit certain notes and to keep her energy up, she had to start belting some of her songs out with a large voice, as opposed to the little girl voice we had gotten used to. That's why I find this period so fascinating, because you can listen and watch, because a lot of the stuff is available on video, watch a superstar performer changing how she approaches her music. I find that fascinating. I hope you do too. Our next song is out of the Duke Ellington songbook. Ella had just spent 3 years touring the world with Duke Ellington and his orchestra. Ella always tried to include something of Duke Ellington's in her concerts, or as she would refer to him, the Duke of Ellington. This is something that again reflects what I just spoke about. Taking a song that she recorded, golly, at least as far back as 1957, earlier than that in her concerts. The song is Love You Madly, but she tries to do it reflecting the new sounds. So let's hear what Tommy Flanagan came up with for her to do that. This is a Tommy Flanagan arrangement of the great Duke Ellington song, Love You Madly. Go.
For the Duke Ellington fans. Love you madly, right or wrong, sounds like the lyric to a song. Since it's so, I thought you ought to know. I love you madly. Better fish are in the sea. Is not the theory for me, and that's for sure, just like I said before. I love you madly. If you could see the happy you and me I dream about so proudly, you know the breath of spring that makes me sing my love song so loudly. Good things come to those who wait, so just relax and wait for fate to hear the day. I'll hear you say to me, I love you madly. This is the way we think they might sing it nowadays with the modern sounds. Better fish are in the sea.
You know, Ella was right. Her singing that way did bring young people in. It worked. Unfortunately, the screaming, for someone who wasn't used to doing it, it ate away at her voice a little bit. One of the reasons she stopped screaming and started belting was because it was leaving her hoarse and making her vibrato wobble a little too much. But she tried, and for what she wanted, she succeeded. We have a gorgeous "Oh My Broken Heart" song for you. I don't know of very many people who recorded this song. It's a wonderful song. I first heard it by Judy Holliday, but this is one of those songs Ella sang for about 18 months, and then it flew away, never coming back into her life, which is a shame. It's a great song. It's a wonderful Tommy Flanagan arrangement. I wish she'd kept it because it is just so haunting. The name of the song is "Trouble Is a Man." And ladies and gay men, you know it. Let's take a listen. Mr. Music, if you will, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We'd like to attempt to sing another ballad, and it's called Well, you'll hear it. But it's about a man. And it seems that whenever I sing this, the women applaud first. A woman gets all the blame for everything that happens under the sun. But when it comes to being bad, a woman's not the only one. Trouble is a man who loves me no more, no more. Trouble is a man I'll always adore. Nothing good to say about him. Still, I'd hate a day without him. Why should he have to be my one and only? Trouble is a man who's handsome and tall, so tall. Trouble is a man who's just for himself, that's all. After all the things we planned, he didn't mean it. Now I understand, I should have seen it. Trouble is a man. Trouble is a man I love. Who shall I run
shall I sing? How can I wish on a star? How? Knowing the way that you are. After all the things we planned, he didn't mean it. Now I understand. I should have seen it. Trouble is a man. Trouble is a man. I love trouble. Trouble is a man.
Notice Frank De La Rosa's use of the bow on the bass. You know, bass players, thunk, 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 thunk. But clever ones, really talented ones, there's also a bow. You can bow. It's a cello, really. His use of it at the end of the song is just haunting. Just haunting. Ella's work when she sang songs like this, she had the capacity to plug into her own personal life, singing about men she knew. Her marriages did not work. It was hard for her. She was touring the world constantly, 2 shows a night, 6 days a week, like 40 weeks a year. Work, 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 work. To have a relationship, to even meet somebody who wasn't there because she was, Ella Fitzgerald, who just wanted to get to know Ella and date her and be intimate with her. Very, very, very hard to find. I don't put myself down. We're talking about celebrity. Geoffrey Mark is here and Ella's way up here. But even in my own life, meeting people who don't want to be there just because I happen to be a little famous, it's hard to find. So much harder for her as a woman, as an African American woman, as a superstar. So when she sang these things, she knew what she was singing about. Another of the hallmarks around this time in Ella's career, it happened on and off, was her doing something that was in the moment very famous musically and went away, like a theme to a movie or a theme to a television series or some popular pop song that she was covering, like These Boots Are Made for Walking. They'd be in her act for a while, and then as soon as the public wasn't interested, Ella was no longer interested. This next one is the title from a very famous international movie hit. There was a French film called A Man and a Woman. It was made in 1966. And apart and aside from its being kind of racy for American audiences, at a time when films were just beginning to open up romantically and sexually, there was recorded for the theme an instrumental version. The music was composed by a man named Francis Lay, L-A-I. There were lyrics, both in English and in French, but it wasn't the version with the lyrics that caught on. It was an instrumental version. Now, there were other singers out there who did record the song with the lyrics. Ella, being Ella, knew it was the catchiness of the tune that people were really responding to. So when she did this song in concerts, she scattered through it. She gave you the instrumental because she knew that's what you really wanted to hear. So let's take a listen to this. I don't know if she did another song quite like this, because listen to the scatting. It is not her normal scatting. It is her vocally from her mouth, giving you the sounds of the instrumental hit. If that doesn't make sense, listen to the song. We'll talk about it on the other side. This is yet again a Tommy Flanagan arrangement. The song, A Man and a Woman, yada, da, da, da. Go ahead.
Thank you.
A man and a woman, a woman and a man, and a woman and a man.
There literally was a time, this is the time. If you went to a wedding, if you went to a birthday party, if you went to a christening, if you went to an anniversary party, if you went anywhere where live music was being played, sooner or later, whether it was just a piano or a trio or an orchestra, you would hear this song. Kind of like, for those of you who are old enough to remember, the Alley Cat song, or those of you a little younger, the Macarena. For a while there, everywhere you go, you heard this. That's why Ella sang it. And you heard how the international audience responded to it immediately with applause. I guess I should also share, since we're talking about this concert being in Montreux, if you've never been to Switzerland, there is no Swiss language. The country of Switzerland, part of it is right near France, and fluent French is spoken with a regional accent. The other part of it is much closer to Germany, and German is spoken with a regional accent. Montreux, how I said the name should give you the clue that this is the French-speaking part of Switzerland, which is why all of these Montreux concerts through the years, you hear Ella saying merci beaucoup, for thank you, because this was the French part of the country. I don't often play for you things I don't really like all that much. I'm about to. There's nothing wrong with Ella's voice or what she does with it. I have a problem with the arrangement. This was another T. Carson thing. T, how should I put this? He liked to smoke marijuana a lot. And his arrangements would go on and on and on. Like the man couldn't come to a conclusion how to end the song because he was stoned when he was doing the arrangements. So they would go on and on and on, and Ella would go on and on and on with the arrangement. Ella liked this arrangement and sang it for the rest of her career. But every year she got farther and farther away from this original version. She lost sight of what the song was about, what the words were, why she was even doing it. And by the 80s and early 90s, it's like, oi, Ella, stop. So this is my beef with this song. But this is pretty much the best you'll ever hear her do it. It's a song that was made very popular by Peggy Lee. Ella did not have the ego that she wouldn't cover hits made by other people. She did. She really loved Peggy. She loved the songs Peggy wrote. She loved the songs Peggy recorded. She admired Peggy. They sounded nothing alike. They sang nothing alike. They looked nothing alike. But Ella really, really enjoyed Peggy's music. Ella, you should know this about her, was a wonderful fan of other people's work. She didn't have the superstar ego that, you know, I don't want to hear anything but my work. No. She loved Peggy Lee's work. She loved Karen Carpenter's work. She loved Sarah Vaughan's work. She loved Frank Sinatra's work. She loved many people. She was a fan. She loved Fred Astaire's work. Please know that about her. She really enjoyed the work of other people. Again, maybe that's why she resonates with us. Ella was a very nice person, a very open person, loving person, very focused on her music and her work. You have to be if you're performing that often, all the time. But she was an awfully nice lady. I want you to know that. So the name of the song that I'm fumfering around is "Okay, All Right, You Win." So I'm going to share this with you, and we can talk about maybe some specifics of why I don't like it on the other side. Well, I will agree with the first lyrics. Everything you do is all right with me, because I love you folks. I'm always so happy to be here with you. Let's listen from 1969 in Montreux. Okay, all right, you win. Okay? Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you do is all right. Anything you say is okay. Anything you do and say is all right. Yes, it's just gonna be that way. Well, all right. Okay, you win, 'cause I'm in love with you. Well, all right. Okay, do. Just love me like I love you. Baby, won't be hard to do. Well, alright. Okay. You win. I'm in love with you. Well, alright. Okay. You win. To help me, what can I do? I'll do anything you say. Yes, it's just gonna be that way. Well, alright. Okay. Yeah, baby. Alright. Now, Coolsville. Look out, say. What I say now. Come on, baby, and love me right. Come on and hold me, just to hold me tight. Just love me like I love you. I say it won't be hard to do. Well, alright. Okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, alright. Okay, you win. Tell me what can I do? I'll do anything you say, yeah. Just gonna be, just gonna be, it's just gonna be, just gonna be, just gonna be, just gonna be. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Hey, what I say now, yeah, what I say, babe, say it's gonna be alright. You know it's gonna be alright. Yes, it's gonna be, I know it's gotta be. I say it's gonna be alright.
It's too long. It's got too many changes in it. There's too many parts where Ella's, even at this point, it's a brand new arrangement. She doesn't quite know what to sing, how to fill the time. And as the years went on, it got longer and less of the original lyrics were attached to the song. And I have to admit, I recommended that she stop doing it. And I had to explain this, which was very embarrassing. But she did stop doing it eventually. I don't think just because I said something, but because maybe she realized the arrangement just wasn't, it didn't go anywhere. It didn't have a good conclusion. And that happens. Look, Ella had a book, her book of arrangements that she sang live. There were over 400 songs for her to choose from. They couldn't all be 100% winners. Every once in a while, a bad arrangement, or it wasn't right for her voice, or just it was okay, but it wasn't up to Ella's standards. And that's how I feel about this one. It's okay, but it's just the teeniest bit boring because it goes on too long. And I've said so, and I stand behind what I say. Ella did scat some more in this concert. She had begun singing the songs of Antonio Carlos Jobim because she went to Brazil and heard the music in its native environment and loved it and realized what a wonderful composer he was and also how special his songs were. She had been singing a couple of them. This is one of the couple. As the 60s turned to the 70s, she sang more and more and more of his music. This next song is One Note Samba. This is the version she did for, 2 or 3 years, really fast. She went into the studio with my dear friend Joe Pass and recorded the song at a slower tempo and a longer scat. It was absolutely brilliant, Grammy winning. And that's the way she sang the song, not with Joe, but with whoever was her accompany, whoever her trio was, the much slower Joe Pass version. But this is the original. This is Ella scatting her brains out. listen to what she does completely on her own with very, very little musical accompaniment. This is a bit of the Ella genius working in here. So let's enjoy One Note Samba. Go.
Blues. Okay. All right. Diggity boom boom bing getting getting ding 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 ah diggity boom boom ding 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 bang ding ah boom ding 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 bing la you dump the baby didn't bop that the dip didn't bing ba so little little bee do that do didn't do little bum how little little so be big dip that love do da bum 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 then the bend the little little so be do do it up do it up so be do it up something ding ding the bong ding 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 ah bend ding 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 ah ay baba baba binda 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 ay do it do it do it do it do it do it baby baba do it do it do it ay only don't take it over sitting the melody among the little hey do the low little bit don't ba 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 Oh boy, that's all you get. Boom, baby, boom, 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 do the baby, do the doobie dum boom. Anything goes, yeah. Hey, to the bubble, baby, hey, the baby, wee, oh, am I still in tune? All right, Joe, be, she gonna get a leap, on the bed, do you be? Pretty baby, snap. Click, 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 all night long. Click, 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 click. That's all, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's right. That's all, folks. That's our show this time. Oh, by the way, in that scat session, click, 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 she was talking about cameras. Click, click, clicking, and snap, snap, snapping. She hated that. She hated people clicking while she was singing. She understood professional photographers needed to do it. But the fans, back when phones didn't have cameras in them, brought their cameras with little flash bulbs and click, 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 and it bothered her. So she used it in that, because there is nobody but Ella Fitzgerald who could have accomplished that last song we listened to. One of a kind. That is that is all we have this time. Let's thank Randy West, my wonderful announcer. Let's thank a lot my wonderful producer, Benjamin Bartlett, who is also my dear, dear friend. Oh, Ben and I have another show together. Did you know that? Every Wednesday on these very same channels and platforms and places that you're watching or listening, Ben and I have a talk show, Still Toking With, where Ben and I talk with some of the most fascinating people in the world. And you're not going to want to miss it. That's live, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. So please join us there. Please join us here next time. So until next time, this is Geoffrey Mark saying, God bless and